My name is Deidre. This is the first talking blog thing I've done for the internet. I never really had much to talk about before, but it occurred to me recently that I'm developing a bit of a vendetta against public restroom sanitation. I'm not against the restrooms, I'm against people using the restrooms, because there are some basic steps people just don't seem to understand. And I'm talking about things that we should know by, say, middle school latest. So, I just thought I'd give a nice little helpful tip blog thing. I can't talk, I'm sorry. But anyway, skipping to the point, rule number 1, I've noticed, people don't tend to flush the toilets. Okay, and it makes no sense to me why you wouldn't flush the toilet. If you pee in it, if you shit in it, you should flush it. I'm sorry. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me why people weren't flushing the toilet, so I started asking people, and what they told me, the standing argument, basically, is that people don't want to get their hands dirty, which is totally okay. I mean, I don't want germs on my hand either, but the thing is, there's a very simple solution to that. It's called washing your hands, because in most public restrooms, there's a sink and soap, which is refilled daily. One can hope anyway, I don't know. But generally, it's really easy to avoid. So flush the toilet, wash your hands, leave the bathroom. If you're really worried about germs being on your hands when you leave the bathroom, if you flush the toilet, then you're missing a step. If you plan on washing your hands, there's not going to be germs on them. So you should be embarrassed not to flush the toilet if that's what it means, because that's just retarded. I'm sorry. Okay, and rule number 2, I guess, would be pee on the toilet seat. I'm not gloating when I say this, but I've never peed on the toilet seat in my time of life. It's really weird, you know, when you go in there and you just wonder how that even happened, when it's on the back of the seat that, you know, flips up, the one that you're not sitting on, but somehow there's pee or worse sprayed all over it. Doesn't make any sense to me, so I thought about it, and I had to ponder this one from scratch, because it's a little harder for people to admit that they pee on a toilet seat, so this is completely winging it. I'm assuming people pee on toilet seats because they're squatting in an awkward position, mainly girls. I guess you assume that there's already germs in the toilet seat, so no one wants to put their butt on it. But the truth is, guys, if we all sat on the toilet seat, there wouldn't be an issue. Alright, the pee would go in the toilet. When you try to, stagger and squat over it, your piss sprays out like a horse. And it's disgusting, and it gets everywhere, and then no one else can use the toilet. So, just if you're one of those people, there are solutions. Examine the toilet seat. If you don't want to sit on the toilet seat, put some toilet paper down. There's actually places that have little paper rings you can put on the toilet so you're not contacting it with your butt. You know, I don't know. But it's easy to avoid, guys. And the truth is, when people go through all these lengths to keep themselves sanitary, which is actually unnecessary because usually you don't if you're not washing your hands. Well, basically, guys, it makes it hard for everyone else to use the toilet. So there's just some basic rules. If we all followed them, this just wouldn't be an issue at all. And I think that's just fair to point that out. So to recap, flush the toilet. With your hand or with your foot. You can totally use your foot. If you're wearing a shoe, and I'm not wearing a shoe because I'm in my house and I clean my toilet, so I know, but it's really easy. That's all you got to do. I swear to God. And you should still wash your hands, granted, but if you really don't want to touch the toilet seat, there's a simple solution. I mean, you're not going to lick your shoe or anything, or eat with your shoe later, so just use it to flush the toilet if you really don't want to get your hands dirty. And someone actually suggested that I give a little tip about guy bathrooms, and granted, I'm probably not going to know much about them, but according to this fellow, you guys tend to moan sometimes while you're peeing, which I can't speak out against that because I'm not a dude, but it just seems kind of weird. Why would you moan while you're peeing? I mean, I'm talking guys going, ugh, while they're pissing. That sounds horrible, to be honest. I'm kind of glad I'm not a guy, because that would actually be scarier than not flushing the toilet. And, so I guess just don't moan while you're peeing, because I just don't think that's the right place to do it. Go to your own house and moan, you know? Yeah. And for everybody, guys and girls alike, another general rule of common courtesy is just don't fart while you're sitting in the stall next to somebody. I know it sounds kind of prude to say that, but it just really sucks if you're sitting on the toilet seat just trying to do your thing and you hear stuff from like the next stall over, and then you just, I don't know, it just gives you horrible imagery because you're like, oh, they're taking a really, really horrible dump in the next stall to me. What am I going to do? I'm going to leave. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope that was okay. I was kind of all over the place, but just remember that shit. It's really easy, guys. It really is. And please keep it in mind because it really sucks. It really does to deal with that.